Hello everybody, my name is Championator9000 and welcome to part, I believe, 9 of the New York Mets franchise mode series. And in this episode, we will be doing the home run derby, and we will also be doing part of a game against the Washington Nationals. So, there you can see one of the loading screens. New York Mets, very own Noah Syndergaard. So, I know this angle does not have the full screen, and I am sorry about that. I have as much of the screen as possible on right now. As you can see, I'm recording now in my room. Oops. Trying to get it maybe a bit closer. There, that's about as close as I'm able to get it. So, you know, it's most of the screen, it's all of this side, and, how much of the screen is missing? Like, none. So, like, 2 inches, so, really not much. Marcus Stroman taking on Joe Ross, and then home run derby. Mets do not have them. We just called up Eddie Chavez to Mets MLB. William Cho. James. Okay, you know what? Whatever. Here we go. Winning this game, it matters, but the Nats have already essentially run away with the division. So, I want to go with an indoor stadium, actually. Let's go with the... Nope. Let's go with the Herbert H. Humphrey Metrodome. Marcus Stroman, of course, a pickup for the team in the last episode. He's 3-6 this year with a 3.87 ERA. He struck out 75 and walked 14. Joe Ross having a pretty good year here for Washington with a 3.02 ERA. He's 8-4. He struck out 76, but he's walked 16 more. He struck out 1 more. So, not a ton better. I'll have to watch this over after and make sure that my volume is good. There you see the New York Mets starting lineup. Billy Hamilton, Brian Dozier, Joey Votto, Michael Conforto, Asdrubal Cabrera, Evan Longoria, Curtis Granderson, Travis d'Arnaud, and Marcus Stroman. So, we already got one quick out as Billy Hamilton grounded out. Brian Dozier making his debut as a New York Met. He's gonna stay with the team for probably this year, next year. And if he's not performing, he will probably get traded away next year. Wow, the graphics. Like, as I said before, only a small amount of the screen is missing, but it's not blurry anymore. Like, you can actually see what's happening. There's Bryce Harper making a pretty good play. Now Joey Votto started a rally. He was responsible for the play of the game last year. Or last episode, sorry, not last year. Of course, the leading candidate for MVP. 1-2 count. Only thing that's really blurry here, as he fouls one off, is the scoreboard. But I can tell you the score. I almost always tell you the count. If you hear some sounds in the background as a ground ball is grabbed by Ryan Zimmerman to end the inning. If you hear some sounds in the background, that would be my rabbit. Yeah. So, I've recorded up here a few times before. I believe I recorded a SummerSlam. I've recorded some WWE 2K17 up here. Don't think I ever did 2K16 up here. But, yeah. Anyways, 2-2 count. Strowman picks up his first strikeout as a Met on Trey Turner. So now Adam Eaton steps into the box with 1 out. And he fouls one off. Let's see. Catch. Travis Darnell wants me to go with the low fastball, fouled off. Eaton's trying to take out his teammates. And I don't care what he wants. I want to throw a outside slider to get Eaton swinging or looking as Adam Eaton goes down. This Washington Nationals team winning the division by far. I mean, this, in my opinion, easiest division in the National League. The Nationals' opponents, they're not good. And that includes us. Yeah, we have a 500 record. Yeah, we're going to be a wild card team probably. But still, as Strowman strikes at the side, Michael Conforto steps into the box. The graphics will still get better throughout the episode as the sun is just going down. I chose the Metrodome because it's darker inside stadiums. So the lighting is better. Strike 2 on Conforto. Oh, sorry, no, it's a 1-1 count. Joe Ross fires in the next pitch to Conforto. Hits it into the shift. That would be Daniel Murphy there at second, throwing it on. Oh, no, it looks like Stephen Drew is playing second on the day. Now as Dribble Cabrera steps in with 1 out. In the last game, in the game I showcased last episode, most of our starters weren't starting. They were all mostly out of energy. I mean, they're still not great on energy, but after the All-Star break, which is coming up, they should all be good. So, as Dribble Cabrera fouls that one off, now it's a 1-2 count. Okay, here we go. Bring it on, Joe. Bring it on. And Joe Ross is actually going to bring it on as he gets Cabrera to pop that one up foul. Matt Wieters under it, out number 2. Now Evan Longoria, who, as I said before, at the trade deadline is going to be traded away, along with Noah Syndergaard, and it's a guaranteed deal. Just waiting to see if maybe, I mean, it's almost guaranteed. Unless Evan Longoria hits 50 home runs and Noah Syndergaard throws multiple perfect games within that time period, they're getting traded away to the Colorado Rockies for Nolan Arenado, and I forget who else, a potential prospect as Longoria goes down swinging there. Now Ryan Zimmerman steps in for the Washington Nationals. Nationals are the home team. Okay. So the Mets are visiting. I mean, technically both teams are visiting Minnesota right now, but Nationals are counted as the home team. Now, Jason Worth, strike one. I have school starting again soon, which means the Madden series is going to be starting soon. Joey Votto completely laying out for that foul ball. Have not yet decided what team I'm gonna do. It's probably gonna. Right now. It's between the Falcons and Bengals. Whatever team I don't do, I'm gonna do the next year, or I'm gonna do next year. So I did a Texans franchise. I'm not a football YouTuber. I record a football franchise a year. I've never done it, and I don't plan on doing football off seasons. Oh, that ball's hit a lot. Oh, I thought Curtis Granderson jumped up and robbed that. I mean, it wouldn't have been a home run anyways, but he cannot save what was a very small no-hitter. But that I wasn't really counting on that. As Stroman gets a fly out to Curtis Granderson out there and right. So we are through two. No hits, given up. Speaking of the right fielder, Curtis Granderson, here he is. Live in living color. Wearing his Mets orange and blue. Yes, you can see the shift. Looks like Wilmer Defoe's playing third on the day. So the Nats have some of their backup players playing. Not all of them, of course, like we pretty much had. Not all of them. We had Joey Votto and Cabrera. But that was about it. Of course, we made a crazy comeback, and we were down. We hadn't scored all game. 7th inning, we scored 2 runs. 8th, we scored 5, and we ended up winning the game. High fastball, full count now. Travis d'Arnaud on deck. Sorry. 3-1 count. Pitch to Granderson. Is ripped. It was in the shift, but the shift was not playing there, and there you go. Curtis Granderson leadoff double. Now Travis d'Arnaud is up. Single into the outfield. Probably scores Granderson. That definitely scores Granderson. They throw home. No, they did not. So, now, with still no outs in the inning, the pitcher, Marcus Stroman, is up. And there's going to be 1 out as Stroman is going to bunt. Though a very poor bunt from Marcus Stroman is good for a double play, though I want to re-look the play at first. That was a very bad bunt by Marcus Stroman. Stroman sliding into first. He was definitely out. Billy Hamilton. His career average against Joe Ross is .250. He is 1 for 4 against him. Of course, he was 1 for 3 coming into this game. Grounded out to start off the ball game. Watches that inside fastball without even flinching. Now 1-1 count. Billy Hamilton checks his swing on the low changeup to make it 2-1. What was I gonna say? And make it 3-1 now. Brian Dozier on deck. I plan on uploading multiple episodes of this a day, every once in a while. Called Ball 4. Kind of frequently. I'm gonna upload the WWE series. Probably once or twice, two or three times a month. Super Mega Baseball. Maybe probably once a month. Flash Willis, Road to the Show. I plan on one day, probably over the weekend, during, after school. After some Saturday, as Defo gets plunked in the knee. Luckily, it was a curveball. So it wasn't a very hard, or a very fast pitch. He's probably going to try and bunt again. As that was also a poor bunt from the pitcher, as Votto just grabs that one out of midair. As a bad pitch gets away, Darno throws over to second. Throw was there in time, but it was not a great throw. So the runner is able to advance. But at some point I just plan on doing a 2-hour video just of Flash Willis, or maybe 4 half-hour videos, I don't know. Just a Flash Willis. One day, uploading them all on that day, and just there. That's... And... No! Good diving stop by Brian Dozier, but he is not able to get it over to Joey Votto at first in time. Marcus Stroman catches the corner with that curveball. He is getting some calls today. The Mets are getting most of the calls. And there is an alert that Andrew Miller, this is real life, Andrew Miller is on the DL for 6 weeks. That he'll be back in time for the playoffs, but that is not good for the Cleveland Indians. They do have Cody Allen, so he's gonna be their closer as Harper goes down swinging, and he strikes out for the second time today. But that's really bad because that could open the door for KC and make the Indians maybe a wild card team. There's a good snag there from Asdrubal Cabrera. Gets them out of the inning, but not before the Nationals strike for 1 to tie up the ball game. Joey Votto hits a little blooper caught by Wilmer Defoe. Out number 1. As now as Michael Conforto steps in, see what he's gonna do. First pitch from Ross to Conforto is grounded, and Conforto is the second out of the inning. Now Asdrubal Cabrera. Here anyway, I can give him a day off. Can I see what his energy is? Is there a way to tell? Asdrubal Cabrera's been playing a lot lately. Hold on, let me mute that. Asdrubal Cabrera has been playing a lot lately, and I want to give him a day off. Jose Reyes is going to stay in the game at shortstop. So since we are also doing home run derby in this video, we are going to finish off this half inning, play the fifth, and then we are going to quick manage the rest of the game, as we are already, I cannot see, as we are already 20 minutes in. Marcus Stroman, ground ball, fouled off by Jason Worth. Stroman, is he going to be able to get Worth for out number 1 of the inning? No. That's pretty much the opposite. Jason Worth cranks one out of the Metrodome here. You can see cutter down the middle of the plate, and Jason Worth liked it, as he quickly makes it 2-1 Nationals here. Bottom of the 4th inning. Matt Wieters up next. And Marcus Stroman, of course, faced him before. As a long run for Michael Conforto, can't get there. He faced him before when Wieters was a Baltimore Oriole. Came over to the Nats this offseason in 2017, so that one is fouled off too. I would like to say I almost like the Metrodome as Wieters strikes out swinging. I almost like the Metrodome more than Target Field, and I no doubt like old Miami Stadium better than the new one. As quick 1-1 count now to Stephen Drew from Stroman. That one is fouled off on the sinker. Marcus Stroman to get the second out of the inning. Is that curveball actually fouled off by Stephen Drew. And Stroman gets Drew swinging for the second out. Now Wilmer Defoe steps in. And Wilmer Defoe, it's only 343 there. So, he hit it very well. Great hit. Joe Ross not able to bunt here, as there are 2 outs in the inning. So, he's going to try and help out his own cause. But Marcus Stroman is going to try and make sure he doesn't. Strike 2 on Ross. Stroman looking to strike out the side, and he does. Strike 3. So, Jason Worth, though, he did go yard, and that could end the ball game. Now, Evan Longoria up. Here we go in the top of the 5th inning. Evan Longoria fouls off the first pitch from Joe Ross for strike 1. So now 0-1 count to Longoria. Fouls off a high 4-seamer for strike 2. Joe Ross, here comes its 38th pitch of the game, has thrown almost none today. Is swung on and missed for out number 1. Curtis Granderson, the Grandy Man. Can the Grandy Man? Well, he's the Grandy Man. And the Grandy Man can. And that has already been guaranteed. Or has already been proven. Granderson has had a pretty good year so far. 269, 11 home runs. If you haven't yet, follow me on Twitter at Champinator MLB. Recently I posted that I won a game, I think 53-1 yesterday. Yeah. It was a pretty good game for my team. And Travis d'Arnaud grounds that one up the middle Fielding it, though, is the shortstop Trey Turner. Throws it on to Ryan Zimmerman at first for out number 3. But, yeah, I did pretty good in that game. Trey Turner now steps in. Oh, Granderson! Oh, he dives, not able to get there. Great effort, though. And strike 3, Trey Turner goes down swinging. 4 straight. Marcus Stroman is not shy on the strikeouts today, as he is sending the Nationals down. And that is a ground ball straight up the middle, and Adam Eaton is on with 1 out. So now, 1 runner on and 1 out. Bryce Harper steps in. Stroman, he does not know how to pitch Harper here. Does he want to pitch him low? Give him the shot at hitting a home run? If he pitches low, he also has the shot of maybe a ground ball, though. And, yeah, he should not have pitched it low, as Bryce Harper takes the low fastball yard. Home run. Sorry, skip the show track. 4-1 Nationals. Not looking good for the Mets here. Stroman just wants to get out of this inning. 1-1 count on Ryan Zimmerman. Fouled off 1-2. Yeah, things not going too well for Marcus Stroman in the first game I'm showcasing of him as a New York Met. And Ryan Zimmerman goes down on strikes. Well, yes, in the last episode, before I ended it, I went out and I just made some trades. Traded for Brian Doge, traded for Marcus Stroman. So there is a sinker in there to make it 3-1. Next pitch. Jason Worth, if that one stayed fair, he hit his 2nd of the game. But he did not, and that is, if you don't count this right here, or Adam Eaton's 1-out single, then that is 6 straight. Rajay Davis is going to come in to pinch hit here for Marcus Stroman, so his day's over. But now we are going to do the quick manage to end off the ball game. Rajay Davis ends up striking out. Billy Hamilton flies out. Brian Dozier flies out. Now Matt Wieters is up and he walks. Stephen Drew hits into a double play. Wilmer Defoe walks. Joe Ross walks. Trey Turner walks. And that is because Rajay Davis is on the mound for, no, did not mean to do that. We are in a very bad situation. And I'm just going to quick manage my way out of this one. No, Syndergaard walks 1. Did not mean to bring him into the game, as I meant to bring in Neil Ramirez. Can he get out of the jam? He gets a pop-up, but not before 2 runs come across. Joey Votto singles. Michael Conforto strikes out. Jose Reyes, fielder's choice. Jose Reyes steals 2nd. Evan Longoria walks. And Curtis Granderson strikes out. Jason Worth double. Oh my god. Travis Darnell up. He strikes out. Neil Ramirez up. And leave him in the game. He strikes out. Billy Hamilton grounds out. Oliver Perez, or Adam Lynn strikes out. Trey Turner walks. Adam Eaton, Bryce Harper. Here we go. Brian Dozier up. He strikes out. Joey Votto, ground out. Michael Conforto. And the Nationals have defeated the New York Mets 6-1 here in the Metrodome. Your player of the game is the starting pitcher, Joe Ross, as he gave up one in the third. But after that, he did not give up anything, as he goes 7 innings, gives up only 3 hits, 1 run. He walked 2 and he struck out 5. He is your player of the game, and we are half an hour into it. So, to end off this episode, we are going to do the Home Run Derby. Still, like I said, I don't know if I actually said it. Not a good game there for the Mets. I think that one was clear. But that is why the Nationals are the dominant team in the NL East. So, Mets, the 47-38 New York Mets, travel to St. Louis as their final series before the All-Star break. Evan Longoria is up. We are going to simulate this to the end of the game, as it's just that he's hit 2 home runs already. And the Mets have defeated the Cardinals 5-1. Now, tie game, but Jerko can end it with a walk-off. Yeah, we're going to have to jump into this one. As you can see, Mets 14 out. Yikes. Those strikeouts. The Mets have the most in the NL. Who's hot over the last 10 games? Marcus Stroman is not. For some reason I thought he was stealing. Sorry about the bugs outside, you can hear them. You can see it's raining out here in St. Louis. And that one, no! Gets by Granderson! Throw to the cutoff man by Hamilton! Cabrera fires it home, and it is not in time, and a walk-off for Jed Jerko as Curtis Granderson botched a ground ball in the outfield, and that will end it here. 3-4 in 10. The St. Louis Cardinals take Game 2 of the series as Curtis Granderson. Oh my God. And that is 4-2. We win it. Joey Votto, our lone man here in the Home Run Derby. He is going against Cleveland Indians' Edwin Encarnacion, Seattle's Nelson Cruz, Carlos Correa, Brandon Belt, Corey Seager, Marcell Ozuna, and Adrian Beltre. Beltre with the least in the Derby with 21, Ozuna 22, Seager 23, and so on. And Joey Votto has the second most in the MLB. So, fast forward to the next user batter. We have to beat Marcell Ozuna's 8 and knock out Miami's own here in Miami. Joey Votto can't hit one out on the first pitch as the probably future MVP is looking to win the Home Run Derby. And that ball does not leave the park. So, Votto, off to a slow start, has to get into his groove. As you see, he hits one off the scoreboard there. That ball looks like it's going to go foul, yes. Those are not the types of home runs you want to be hitting. You want to be hitting line drives. I will be at the 2018 Home Run Derby in Washington, D.C. 470 there. Yikes. From Joey Votto. Wow. I will be at that Home Run Derby. Don't know where I'll be sitting yet, but it'll probably be in the outfield. Well, it will be in the outfield. I think. I hope. As Joey Votto cranks one. Only 429, seriously? As Votto's starting to run out of time. He has, of course, earned the bonus time. But it's not looking like he's going to need it. As there is another ball cranked. He has 7. And now make that 7. After this swing, he'll have less than a minute left. He has about 50 seconds to hit 1, and he hasn't done it yet. Now about 45. And there you go. Almost hits it out of the stadium. Adrian Beltre is taking on Brandon Belt. Beltre. Belt's 11. Belt. Only Belt's 9. Corey Seager, though, hits a whopping 13. So Joey Votto has to hit 14 to move on. Will he be able to do it? Not if he keeps hitting him that high. But there is his first of the round. Hitting him way too high, though. There's his second. There's his... Well, there you go. That one was 478. He has 3 so far. Coming up on the 3-minute mark. That ball is hit way too high. Out of the park. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not show it, but your play of the game for that Washington Nationals game. Your play of the game was Bryce Harper's 2-run blasts. Another one almost going out of the stadium. Joey Votto is hitting these way too high, as that is very high up there to hit it on the roof and for it to roll out of the stadium. You have to hit it. About 2:05 left after that swing. 2 minutes now. Looking like Joey Votto might lose it here. Hits that one off the scoreboard. He's running out of time. He is not hitting line drives. He's hitting moonshots. Like that. That one only went 416. Okay, that one did not go out. He might be able to pull this one off if he's lucky. There's about 1:10 left. He's at 8. He needs 14 to move on, 13 to tie. 1 minute remaining. Joey Votto hits another one very high. 50 seconds left. Oh, I thought he may have gotten away with a line drive there to center. He was not able to get away with that, as a very high foul ball leaves the stadium. About 30 seconds left. That ball, very high. Votto needs to make every swing count. Alright, he is in his bonus time. He has 12. He needs to hit one more desperately. And he does. 13 bombs. Joey Votto has defeated Corey Seager. Now let's see Adrian Beltre here. He has 1. No, he has none so far. There is a far one. 433. That one's 360. He has 2 so far. There's one, 429. That one does not leave, so now he has 3. And Beltre, 374. 384. 2 minutes remaining. Has 5. And there is... No, that one didn't even leave. Oh no. About 1 minute remaining. Still only has 5. Less than a minute remaining now. Still only has 5. He has been stuck at 5 for a while. There you go. Now he has 6. Now stuck at 6. And 10 seconds. 5. And he just... Yikes. Joey Votto has to beat 6. There's 1. There's 2. And there is 3. And that one is 4. There's 5. Still 5. He hit 5 straight. 6. Now he is tied with Adrian Beltre, and speaking of Beltre, he just got his 3,000th hit, so good for him. And Joey Votto has done it. Joey Votto is your home run derby champion. That will about wrap up this episode. Next episode is going to be the trade deadline, but we will sim up to the trade deadline. In this episode, we're going to have to turn off critical situations first. Oh, All-Star Game. We will do a player lock of the All-Star Game. Do we have anybody starting? Does not look like it. Oh, NL All-Stars, duh. We have Joey Votto starting. Nolan Arenado, who is about to become a New York Met. Travis d'Arnaud is starting, so, I mean, there's 2. Probably, and eventually 3. And we definitely have some players on the bench. We are going to player lock Joey Votto, though, as he is the 3 hitter. Max Scherzer is starting it off for the NL, as David Price is starting it off for the AL. Will this be the first time since this is in the game? If the NL loses here, then it will be 7 straight years that the AL has been better. Joey Votto up with 1 out and a runner in scoring position. The pitch to Votto. He fouls off, and that will end his showtime. Joey Votto, in his career, he is 2 for 6. He is batting .333 against David Price in his career. 1-1 count now from Price. And Joey Votto. Oh, he did not give that one a good enough ride. As that is caught, and runner cannot advance. So Joey Votto does not do anything in his first at-bat. Will he do something here in his second? Again, runner on. This time there is 2 outs. Do not know who is on the mound. Joey Votto doesn't care, as he makes good contact, since that went a deep outfield, but that is, I believe, Mike Trout there. Yes, that is Trout. 4 out, number 3. It's like Joey Votto not getting very many fielding opportunities here. Now bottom of the 6th inning, still without a hit. Check swing. So here we go. Yeah, 1-0 count. Called strike. Come on, Votto. Give the umpire a piece of your mind. That was a horrible call. And Votto hits that one straight up in the air. Trout is under it. And he catches it. That would be out number 3. So Joey Votto, nothing yet. And that looks like, and that is all actually. So now we are not doing player lock, we are just controlling the NL team. So now we have the bases loaded actually, here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning, no score. Brandon Phillips up, and he hits one up the middle, and he is thrown out at first. I'm not going to do fielding as strikeout, strikeout, fly out. Stephen Vogt now. I wonder what team he's on. Obviously he got traded away from Oakland. Bottom of the 9th inning. Gotta see if we have any Mets on the bench. Is there any Mets in the game? Travis d'Arnaud, he's still in the game. He's been catching the entire game. With 1 strike, though, we are gonna pinch hit for Miami's own Giancarlo Stanton, because we are in Marlins Park, so gotta give Miami fans a show. The pitch to Stanton, low ball, who is on the mound. Swarzak. No idea who that is. Did he go around? No, he did not, says the first base umpire. Good call, because he would never be able to show his face again in Miami if he called Stanton out there. Now 2-2 count. Giancarlo Stanton has just won the All-Star game for the National League. A pinch hit, walk-off, grand slam. Pinch hit, walk-off, grand slam. Giancarlo Stanton, your player of the game, of course, Giancarlo Stanton. And it is now time for your for your play of the game. And hold on, let's go. Inning 9th. This is the only. Hold on, let me. This is the only deserving play of the play of the game. Giancarlo Stanton just saw it, and he took that one out to deep left field. What lucky fan caught that? That guy you see in the him, he caught it. There you go, your drive of the game. The look on Hanley Ramirez's face. There you go. Your All-Star Game MVP, Giancarlo Stanton. So after 6 years of losing, 6 straight years of losing the All-Star Game, the NL finally wins it. Wow. There you go. So we are going to now sim up to Gregory Blanco. We're going to sim through this game. Michael Fulmer is traded to the Minnesota Twins and the Tigers pick up Miguel Sano and Jose Barrios. Huge trade right there. Miguel Sano goes to Detroit. Michael Fulmer. The Dodgers want to offer the Mets a trade, and this is actually an interesting one here, as they're offering Yasiel Puig and Kike Hernandez for Michael Conforto. So, first off, wow. The Tigers and Yankees game just resumed play. It's been off for like 5 hours. So let's see what type of year Michael Conforto's having. He's on the rise. He's in his final year. And now we look, Yasiel Puig. He's on the rise too. Wow. Okay. And Kike Hernandez. I don't want Kike Hernandez. As interesting as this offer is, I'm going to have to say no to the Los Angeles Dodgers. Wade Davis goes, oh my God, Wade Davis to the Seattle Mariners. And the Scrubs acquire Nelson Cruz and Ariel Miranda. I feel bad for Nelson Cruz and Ariel Miranda. Mets not having a bad month. Yu Darvish to the Seattle Mariners. They are making moves. For 3 prospects, it looks like. Yes, the Mariners are making some moves. Jake Arrieta to the Colorado Rockies. And the Scrubs acquire DJ LeMahieu and a prospect. Wow. It is the trade deadline. Let's hear what this guy has to say while I make some moves.
As they got the best of the visiting Mets, 1-0. In other Metropolitan news, starting pitcher Marcus Stroman will not be in the lineup for the next couple of days. He's dealing with a blister on his finger. Right now, the Mariners sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division, and the Mets sit in 2nd place in the National League East Division. The Reds got 12 hits in this one as they took down the Fish in Miami 3-2. Heading into today, the Marlins sit in 3rd place in the National League East Division, while the Reds are in 4th place in the NL Central. The Rockies pitched well, allowing 3 hits as they took down the Nationals in Washington 4-0. Looking at the standings,
Rajay Davis out for 1 to 2 months. His season's probably over with a fractured foot. Wilmer Flores broke his arm. Great.
Jeremy Hellickson pitched well, earning his 9th win of the season as the Phillies took care of the Braves 6-2. As of today, the Phillies sit in 4th place in the National League East Division, while the Braves sit in last place in the National League East. The Brewers broke up their 5-game losing skid as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 3-1. At the moment, the Brewers are in 3rd place in the NL Central, while the Cubs sit in last place in the National League Central Division. The Cardinals put together 10 hits total as they stole one from the Diamondbacks in walk-off fashion, 4-3. Heading into today, the Cardinals are in 1st place in the NL Central, while the Diamondbacks are in 4th place in the NL West. The San Francisco Giants combined to give up just 5 hits as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine, 4-0. Right now, the Dodgers are in 1st place in the NL West, while the Giants sit in 1st place in the National League West Division. The Pittsburgh Pirates completed a 3-game series sweep as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park, 1-0. As of today, the Padres are in last place in the NL West, and the Pirates are in 2nd place in the NL Central. The Rays left fielder, number 2, drove in 4, helping lead the Rays to a win over the...
Hold on, I'm busy. So, I said before, Rajay Davis fractured his foot, and Wilmer Flores broke his arm. Here is the big trade. Noah Syndergaard and Evan Longoria are heading off to Colorado for Nolan Arenado and Reggie Angel. The Rockies accept. And let's see what he has to say.
Dealing with an abdominal strain. Right now, the Red Sox are in first place in the American League East, and the Royals are in fourth place in the AL Central. The Chicago White Sox knocked out 10 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Indians 4-3. The win stopped a 12-game slide. Heading into today, the White Sox sit in last place in the American League Central Division, and the Indians are sitting atop the AL Central. The Astros finished off a 3-game sweep as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 8-6. They now have 6 straight victories. At the moment, the Tigers are leading the American League Central, while the Astros are in second place in the AL West. The Minnesota Twins earned the 3-game series sweep as they defeated the A's in Oakland 4-3. The win was their 7th in a row. As of today, the A's sit in last place in the American League West Division, and the Twins sit in third place in the American League Central. The Baltimore Orioles snapped their 5-game losing streak as they got the win in a laugher against the Rangers 13-1. Looking at the standings, the Rangers sit in fourth place in the American League West, while the Orioles sit in fourth place in the American League East Division. And that's the show. The trade deadline is only hours away, so don't forget to check in tomorrow for a full recap of the day's events.
As you saw, we made the trade. Just looking, seeing if there's anything else we might want to try and pull off before the deadline, which is in, I believe, and I'm talking in the game, and I'm just making this up on the spot, which is in, I believe, like, half hour. So that's why we gotta hurry up and make these trades. Pictures. Here's a trade. Paul Sewell, Kevin Plawecki, and Matt Reynolds to the San Diego Padres in exchange for I can't pronounce that word. In a trade for Yangervis Solarte. Welcome to the team, Mr. Solarte. And that will about do it. Any of these people off waivers that are at all interesting? What's his age? 24. Just had to place a claim on him. I don't know why there's an exclamation point there. You're going to advance a day. Okay, these are all good months. Good for them.
Recap of what happened on and off the field yesterday. Looking first at the NL East, Trey Turner grabbed 3 base knocks, helping Washington get past the Marlins 2-1. He is among the National League leaders in stolen bases.
Whoa! Whoa! Look at the waiver wires here. We can grab all these players if we want, which I don't.
11 hits as a team as they beat the O's in Baltimore 6-3. In other Royals news, catcher Salvador Perez is listed as day-to-day, but is not expected to see any time on the DL. He is dealing with a bruised arm. Anthony Sanchez picked up win number 8 this year, helping the Tribe pass the Red Sox 3-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in shutouts. The Detroit Tigers broke up their 5-game losing skid as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 7-2. The Toronto Blue Jays combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the White Sox on the south side 3-2. Ryan Healy was a force at the plate with 3 long balls and 4 RBIs as the Athletics took care of their Cross Bay rival Giants 9-7. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. The Texas Rangers combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the visiting Mariners 3-2. Jose Altuve drove in 4 and had a home run as the Astros were winners over the Rays 7-6. He is currently among the doubles leaders in the American League. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Well, there you go. Oh my God. These trade waivers, we have just stolen some great players. Kind of sim game win against Colorado. Probably going to play Lance McCullers versus Jake Arrieta. We've already placed a claim on him, and we placed a claim on Pat Neshek. Does that mean we got? Hold on. I don't get waiver stuff. I don't know how that works. Oh, look at this nerd. Oh, wow, yikes. This guy, Chris Bryant. Ugh. Oh, and this guy, Anthony Rizzo. Yikes. Both of them are 1 overalls. Yeah. First, actually, let's look at how these divisions are panning out. Oh my God. Whoa. We have dropped to 50 and 57, tied with the... Oh, no, yeah, no. Marlins are 57 and... We are 57 and 50. Marlins are 50 and 57. Cardinals are winning their division by 4. The Giants... Dodgers and Rockies are wild card. We're there too. Red Sox winning their division. Indians winning theirs. Astros and Angels are tied for theirs. Well, there you go. I'm going to end this video here. I just want to see one thing. But that is all for me. And the rest of the Mets broadcasting station are signing off.